Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That's terrible.
Bunch of slap-jawed faggots around here.
And what's going on, everybody? How you doing on this Tuesday? Another week is already swinging into motion, and we here at the Guinea Pig Collective have our paws everywhere. We got our paws in a whole bunch of different things. We're working on so many different things at once. We barely have time to get any single project done. But you know what they say? Everything must keep going on. You got to keep moving forward. And that's exactly what we're doing, having a lot of fun talking with the people that we do converse with on a regular basis and just laughing at the stupidity, everything that's going on in the world today. And you got to take that time to just laugh at this shit, or else you're going to just go completely batshit crazy and probably just, I don't know, want to go kick indoors and dragging weirdo screaming liberals in skirts out their door. And maybe I shouldn't be saying that. I don't know. But how y'all doing? I see Chaos Hoy, first one in the chat tonight. What's going on, Chaos, man? I hope that you're doing well. Adam also in the chat. What's up, Adam? Superfan, show hand. Toy Mafia also in the house. What's going on, Toy Mafia? I hope that you're doing well. Man, we got some interesting stuff that's going to be coming up on Thursday. So I did manage to pick up a few things. Of course, it busted my piggy bank, my guinea piggy bank at this point. So I'm going to be strapped for the rest of the month now, but I did pick up some really cool items that'll be shown off on Thursday. I'm pretty sure Trina's supposed to be rumbling in with a few toy reviews as well. It's going to be nice to get Trina back on again. And I'm not sure if Slasher's got anything yet. I know there's some stuff that I've got to send them. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to because the way the finance has been, but it is what it is. And I know Vinny said that he's got something new that he's going to be filming. So it's going to be a lot of fun on Thursday. But we're talking about tonight, man. Good. Everything's good here. And I'm glad that you're doing okay. But yeah, man, we're going to get started. I want to get into something that I seen earlier. And this kind of leads into kind of like the Pawprints everywhere. It's the stupidity of certain people and this total victimhood nonsense. So we got this article by Pocket Worthy. Everyone is eager to forget the coof, but who are we forgetting along the way? And basically what this moron is complaining about is all the people that are suffering from long COVID. The pandemic might be over, but it's not over us. And over again with this same shit, these people just need to be perpetual victims and they cannot stop. If they didn't have something to cry about on a daily basis, I don't think that they would know what to do with themselves at this point. I mean, seriously, like all these different articles by these freaking people and all the same talking points, the hive mind. And look at this thing. Look at this beached whale crying about everything. Oh boy, disability rights. Yeah, my eyes feel disabled after looking into that horrible, ugly face. We are joined by Slasher. What's going on, Slasher?
Hey, what's up, man?
Shit, man. I see these articles all the time, and I figure, I want to bring that one up. It's just the stupidity of these people. And this is the one thing where I say Pawprints everywhere. I'm usually slapping back at some of these people because you have to. You have to put a monkey wrench into their bullshit spin. And for the people who might be brain dead, maybe that will be enough for them to look into themselves and come to a different conclusion than what's being preached by all these moronic individuals. You gotta just step up and give them a smack every once in a while.
I'm retired from that. I don't care anymore about these people. I figure let them die lonely and let the cats pick apart their corpses in their apartment. I don't care. I don't care enough to actually, concern myself with them anymore. I really don't. I've argued with a bunch of morons on Twitter, and it doesn't accomplish anything. I mean, for me anyway, it doesn't accomplish.
I don't know. I usually have a good laugh at their expense. Unfortunately, though, sometimes those laughs do wind up as I'm having a blast with them. It does wind up being, oh, there goes another account.
Yeah, that's suspension.
What's up, Monotony?
No, I'm not saying I'm a better friend than Vinny, but I needed to eat too, and I said, no, damn it. The collective needs me. And
God damn it. I appreciate that. That is a beautiful thing. You're a real pigger.
What's up, guys?
Very much.
Just talking about the idiocy of people and sometimes having to slap back at them a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I think the problem is if you don't slap back, unfortunately, for the ones that are completely just brain dead, they're not going to realize that there's another truth out there other than the one they're being presented with.
Yep. Which is, look, that's how we grow our minds, and that's how we grow as human beings, is through debate and opposing points of view. But where the idiocy comes in is that more and more often people just, I don't know, they care more about being right. Like they think they're right off the bat, and it I don't know if it's narcissism or just plain ignorance. It
is.
But yeah.
It's narcissism.
Yeah. So instead of a nice, lively debate, like Tommy said, you just got to smack some sense into them.
Well, everyone now, it's there's no more debates. Now everything is car crash television. Now
Yes.
all debates just evolve into Jerry Springer, Phil Donahue, fucking that type of shit.
Absolutely.
And I thought we had moved past that fucking point in this world, because Jerry Springer is a thing of the past. You know what? Obviously, his fucking spirit lives on in a bunch of fucking morons.
I don't know. I think something akin to a Jerry Springer show is absolutely needed in this point in time. And I'm not saying done just exactly like Jerry Springer, but the slapping or punching. Like we need that, because I think some people, like Mike Tyson said, some people truly just need to get hit in the mouth. I miss those days in the freaking 80s and the early 90s where somebody was running their mouth to you and you just slapped the living taste right out of their mouth, and they're like, hey, maybe I should rethink what I'm doing and walk away. You don't get that with this online shit with these a lot of these people. They feel that there's absolutely there's no penalty that they should be paying.
Yeah. It's the best way to deal with bullies. I'm sorry, but you can't hand them roses. You can't. I mean, sometimes just, clean pop to the mouth ends the problem.
Consequences. There should be consequences for people's actions. And unfortunately, this is the kind of world we're living in now. Like, I'm going to give you a quick example. So my wife and I, she had off yesterday and she wanted to go out to the store. So of course I'm obliged to go with her, to go shopping. So we're driving. She turns on her turn signal, get into the center lane, because of course, we're in Florida with all the snowbirds. So they're going as slow as possible in the left lane, which is normally passing. So she gets in the center lane that's going faster. So she puts her turn signal on, she waits, she starts pulling over. These people that are coming out of one of the ballparks over here, they just decide they're just going to cut right over. They turn out of the ballpark, and we're just cutting right over to the left, and they start, hitting their horn on her. My wife's like, "Well, fuck them." Then they're like sitting there with their camera, and they're running their mouth, and they're rolling up, and they're sticking their fingers up, and I'm like, "Yeah, pull the fuck over, pull over." Yeah, those are the type of people. I think that's what they need—a good pop right in the fucking mouth.
It's funny you mention it too. I saw I believe it's been a long time since I heard this. I believe it was a legit scientific study, but yeah, people get behind the wheel and they'll be like, "Oh, F you," and they'll say things or act a way they wouldn't act if they were face to face. And it's like the same mentality of being online, like the same part of their brain activates.
Keyboard warrior, you say?
Yeah, exactly. It's like the road rage warrior and the keyboard warrior. It's the same thing.
Uh-huh.
I remember this was years ago. I had my daughter in the car, and I used to get very protective when I had my daughter in the car when she was younger. And this guy crept up on my bumper and was acting like he was going to bump my car, and he's yelling shit out his window. And we were at a red light. I put the car in park, jumped right out the door. And I went to go right up to his freaking car door. He backed up, sped around me, and went through the red light.
Well, I'm sure, though, the best for you's got to be the one that talks shit, and then you get out the car, and they see how big you are.
Well, I mean, that's what happened with this guy. Him and all his friends, running their mouth at it. Oh, shit. There was a miscalculation.
One time we're sitting outside of my house, getting ready to leave somewhere or something, and I lived right next to this four-way stop, a moderately busy street, but basically this emo kid pulls up. He lived a couple houses down from me, and a vehicle pulls up behind him, and this bald tattooed cholo gets out. He's like, "Hey, homie, we got a problem. And we've got this scrawny emo kid." You know what I mean? He was of age, younger 20s or whatever. But yeah, I didn't get to see the whole incident, but I got to see where the consequences caught up with the kid. The fucking big Mexican dude. And you could tell he had been in a few fights in his day. He wasn't, a loose cannon or nothing. But he's like, "Hey, we got a problem, homeboy." And the kid's like, "Oh, no, sir." He's like, "All right, because out there on the street, you're saying some shit. You're fucking talking a lot of shit to me. So if you got something to say to me, now's the time to do it." And basically the kid was a flinch away from shitting his pants, I guess.
What's up, Soul Assassin? Soul Assassin, a bald tattoo cholo. Got to be more specific, Monotony. I know a few dozen of those.
Oh yeah. I'm in the Southwest. It's beyond stereotypical.
Is that like a personal attack or something? Motherfucker. Damn it, Tony.
What's going on, Adam?
What's up?
And Curtis YZ also in the chat. Thank you, Curtis. I see you dropping everybody's links in there. As always, thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Yeah, consequences for people's actions. And a lot of times it's just that get right in their face. Sometimes it's less than that. I've had a few of these keyboard warriors running their mouths. And they're like, "Oh, I'll do this. I'll come to your home." Really? Okay, well, here's my address. And then all of a sudden, I'm sorry. Did it get too real? Yeah, there's my address. Shut the fuck up. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Seriously, it's simple as that. If you really don't have no intention to do anything, don't say you're going to do it. And another thing, I know you mentioned the narcissist thing, and that is one of the few things that is absolutely driving me crazy about online platforming right now. Everybody's screaming narcissist at the drop of a hat. You remember back in the day, what would we do if somebody was an asshole like that? We would basically call them an asshole. Maybe they would get slapped in the face, or we would just fucking ignore them and
not be around the person,
not be around them instead of crying about it. And I think a lot of these people that so-called say they're on the right now, they scream narcissist, and it's their brand new crutch, and they're doing the same exact shit that the left is doing, but they're hiding behind, "Oh, well, this person's a narcissist, they're this, they're that, and that's a lefty trait." Really? Because you whining about it, you sound just like one of them.
Lex Luger isn't back. He's not wheeling around in his wheelchair. I don't see him just anywhere. What are you talking about, Tommy?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody's got these areas where they live that are just really horrible driving. We have it down here, especially during this time of the year where the snowbirds are still here. Thank God they're going to be all leaving very soon.
Tommy, you've got a similar issue as me and where I live. Like, a lot of people move to your state to retire, or right now they're just kind of moving there because of politics, better way of life. And same thing here. It's a melting pot. So you have this weird mix of bad drivers. They bring their bad habits from their state when they come down, and it's just it's just pretty fucked up on the road sometimes.
No, it is. And I remember one of the few places I used to see it all the time. I used to see it in parts of Jersey, but
I was going to say Jersey, right?
up near Philly, especially the people that are in the, I don't care if it's the extreme left-hand lane or extreme right-hand lane, and they decide out of nowhere that they're just going to cross all the lanes to make a turn. When we first moved down here, we didn't see it until snowbird season because all of the people from Canada and everything, they come down to Florida to spend the freaking winter months because it's a little bit warmer here than it is where they're from. So we get the flood of the freaking snowbirds to come down, and that's how they drive all the freaking time, crossing all the lanes. Like I'm gonna start crossing out and put my turn signal on as I'm crossing. Yeah, that really helps me out, jackass. You shouldn't have even bothered at that point. I'm sorry, Adam.
Even better is the one that then has to then realize they fucked up and go all the way back to where they were to begin with.
Yeah, I just seen one of those the other day. I was like, are you kidding? I seen the guy went over and he started to come back, so I sped up to cut him off just to make sure he
Yep. Oh my goodness. Yeah, man. I get the fuckers that want to see the leaves, Oh, the leaves, get the back the way you came.
Fuck your foliage.
Yep.
See, nobody wants to come visit here, so I'm lucky.
No, you're safe. We're all going to go there just to see the Soprano house, but
Yeah, driving in New York, you got to drive like you're insane.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Yeah, drivers here are complete fucking morons, too. But I'm glad I don't drive. Thank goodness I'm not on the road with these fucking idiots. Thank goodness.
I don't remember when you were in the car with me. Did you white knuckle at all?
No, when we were in the car, it was at night, so it was a little bit more calmer. When we drove to Brooklyn that night, it was it was calm compared like daytime. Oh my God, the daytime drivers around here just want to pull them out of their car and fucking beat the shit out of them.
When we went up. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, you want to bless them with a 2x4 or touch them with a 2x4?
Yeah, knight them with a fucking crowbar.
Yeah. I just want to reach out and touch somebody. Well, when we took that trip up to we were going to go to the Statue of Liberty, and we just wound up taking the Sound over.
Oh yeah, the Bruckner when we took
yeah. So when we went up there during the day, there was a lot of crazies on the road. And I remember because I had my daughter and her friend were in the back seat, and they were like holding on for dear life.
Now, I don't mean to change this subject or anything, but I thought Vinny should know. When Adam jumped on here originally, he was saying he was a better friend than you. Something about food, Vinny.
Something about what?
Something about food, and he was a better friend than you, and I just thought you should know.
Well, he's super fan. He's everyone's best friend. You know that. He's better than all of us put together.
Oh, Tony, you're so full of shit. It's funny.
Well, I have a special message from Joe Biden. I don't know if you guys want to hear it.
Go for it.
All right, hold on.
While you're grabbing that real quick, yeah, Curtis, they don't care. Get off my ass. And then Soul Assassin was talking about, I've seen that shit happen in high school. Some dude kept talking shit till a bunch of guys showed up at his house and he got quiet for the rest of the year.
I think this is going to be a new bumper for my channel. I don't know. You guys let me know. It's a knock-knock joke.
Knock-knock. What's the difference between me and illegals who are destroying America, causing death and destruction in all 50 states, human trafficking, drugs, and pooping everywhere? Ice cream.
What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Do it. I personally think you should have the Clown World Reviews one, because that one was pretty amazing.
Oh, I got some other ones too, but I don't know if I should play them or not. They get spicy.
Yeah, this is my channel. Does it really matter?
Oh, well, again, it's still, I don't want to.
Well, you are Italian.
Mm-hmm.
You do have that card, right? So you'll be all right. You'll be all right. And you're already on the most hated YouTube channel anyway. So as Tommy said, let her rip, tater chip.
Oh, I know, man. Our freaking channels are just.
Yep.
But we do have some other special messages. Let me see.
And what's going on, Time Prophet?
Was the volume okay? Because it seems like it's a little low.
Oh, I just thought that was Poopy Pants talk. He always sounds like he's whispering, like he's in a kid's ear or something.
Yeah, it's full blast right now, so I don't know. You know what? I'll put them into my editing thing, and I'll probably jack up the sound on it. But yeah, here's another one. If you guys could hear it, you probably like it.
Obama has his hand so far up inside of me, I thought it was Big Mike's sausage. If it were, Barry would have been so jealous. Worshipping my overlords in China and the WEF. Robert De Niro also loves Big D. He's so gay, as is Jimmy Kimmel and John Cena. Very gay.
Oh shit! I think I'm gonna get myself in trouble with some of these.
I like the one you shared with us on in the Horseman earlier. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, we could play that one if you guys want. Yeah,
I thought that was.
This is a great advertisement as well. There's a two-part.
Yeah, Time Prophet. It is.
It's really them. Yeah, it's AI.
Yeah, he's speaking too clearly though.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah,
that's what's throwing it off. But don't worry, we got Trump as well.
And all of Vinny's books ship right away. You don't have to wait. Enjoy the highest quality comics and art books today. Huge talent. Biden, these nuts. God bless America.
I had to play the other one first. I'm sorry. I played it out of order, I think.
Time Prophet says, what's the difference between Joe Biden and an ice cream? An ice cream don't fall downstairs.
1 sec. Say it again.
There you go. Yeah, that's right, Soul Assassin. Broomsticks tied to my little guinea pig feet.
I've got a message for Soul Assassin.
What's that?
The guinea pigs are taking over. Feed us now, or we will drop jelly beans in your shoes and not on your toes. They are great jelly beans. I've seen them myself. Huge. The best jelly beans I've ever seen. The best jelly beans in history, all in your shoes.
This thing's too much fun.
Sorry, I'm done.
Well, here's the first part.
Vinny is one of the most talented artists I ever met. A trusted creator who delivers the highest quality on time. Gay frogs are filled with fake drama, and others are looking for their daddy. Those are scam artists giving you subpar products, okay?
Tonight on MSNBC, they're going to tell you why gay frogs are the best thing ever.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's horrible.
I know. I have one that's way worse for
Biden.
Biden.
Is it really horrible, Tommy?
Should we play the spicier one as well?
Go for it.
You sure? All right.
Hey, who are you talking to over here?
This is his own words, damn it. So yeah, they can't say nothing, right?
Correct.
I'm a fake president who loves to rob Americans, and I cheer on illegal I let into the border as they rob and kill people. I love kids way too much. I shower with my daughter as Hunter does. Crack and jerks it in corner. Trafficking is our thing.
A quarter.
The world. Hail Hydra and the WEF.
State of the Union.
I gotta have ice cream. I think it's made of duty. In my pants. Made duty in my pants. It's in my pants.
Holy shit.
Nancy, gotta change my pants again. Duty in my pants.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I think we're gonna have new bumpers, folks.
You're having too much fun with that, Vinny.
I am.
You and
I
Tony
needed to
both.
laugh. Right? Thank you, Tony. Holy shit, yeah. He told me about him and UTEP. Holy shit.
Yeah. Like, the first thing I did with that was, hello, ETAP, I'm in Michigan to sniff Trey. True banana and a under pressure.
That was amazing. Holy shit.
Yeah, Curtis says one time Biden told the truth. Chaos Boy said it's accurate. That's great timing for that.
Uh-oh. Time Prophet might be right.
Yeah, the gay frogs live in France. Oh!
No, I meant
Viva
this
la
one.
France!
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Hey, I know I'm on a list.
I think we
know
all
it.
are.
Been on it at least twice.
Right?
At least
Did you
I'm
ever
not like some the people on Twitter. They're on the short bus list.
Yeah. Did you ever fly over DC anytime in your life? You're probably on a list.
I did take a train there.
Oh, shit.
So
that's it.
It was
I
a magic
passed
carpet
the
ride.
White House on a bus once.
Mm.
But I was like fucking, I don't know, 15?
Well, don't worry.
Not enough to
Eventually
for them
they'll
to fuck me over?
Don't worry, Slasher. Eventually they'll say it was you that killed Kennedy.
you're going to get a call from Chris Jericho letting you
I don't-
know that you just made the list.
I guess apparently I'm like a fucking time-traveling assassin, I guess.
I
because
know, right?
wasn't-
Oh,
And I
nice.
didn't just mean Mr. Kennedy's career either. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I started off talking about these people that are freaking still crying about the coof.
You mean the same one that the CDC says just treat like the normal flu?
Oh, well, they're crying about long COVID and this, like the after effects, and we're done with the pandemic, but it ain't done with it. Like it was like article after article after article, and then of course the person talking about health and everything like that is this freaking beluga whale, like they always are.
Oh yeah. The next ones on that list that are going to be meeting the pearly gates of flame, and because of
Dude, I was dying. The other day, I seen this one on Twitter. So this girl was talking about all these people, like, sitting there talking about, oh, healthy this and healthy that and getting your shots and blah, blah, blah. And stop being fat phobic. And she's like going through the list of these people. Dead, died, dead, also dead.
Dead. Dead.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yep.
Isn't
I
it
saw
funny how that
one.
works? Jesus.
Blob health. And the snowflakes do never stop. And what is going on? Tina Bad Take Bojan in the house. What's going on?
Up?
I got to remember to start sending her links in case she wants to stop on here.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's just I'm still trying to navigate my freaking new account on freaking Twitter over there.
Yeah.
I thought for sure I was getting hit the other day because I freaking couldn't help myself, and I went right back in and started calling people crayon eaters again.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Tina, I'll drop her a link now.
Put the Crayola down, my man. I'm just telling you, put the Crayola down.
Yeah, I feel
Right.
sorry for all those kids that are just missing out on the use of crayons because these people emptied every shelf out.
Yeah.
Especially that Cranstein or whatever the hell his name is. Oh boy.
Oh, the Cranstein brothers.
That was the one
Krasny.
ETEP, Tony. That was the one ETEP was going at when I got my last account banned. It was
people,
him and some other dumb bitch.
They're awful, and they do that just to get paid, through Twitter and through whoever else pays them. Like they don't believe half the shit they say. They first came to prominence as Trump reply guys. They'd sit on Twitter all day waiting for Trump to tweet so they could jump on right away and, rebut him or whatever. And they are, just cringy individuals.
Click whores.
Yeah. Thank you. God, I can't stand the Krasensteins. One time they went on Timcast IRL, and it was just, yeah. I mean, no one can be an honest, decent person and say the things they say. Like, you know, I know they don't believe what they say. They're just awful people who, like a lot of politicians, they're just willing to sell everyone else out, sell the country out for short-term gains. And there's too much
They're
of
just
that.
like the brown shirts, you know, just doing what they were told.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The crayon line, the crayon line is good. 6th day of editing UVs for my model. Damn. Yeah, I imagine if you're doing all that stuff, that's a lot of work. I mean, I spent a lot of time just working on freaking editing for some of these videos and that stop motion shit. Good God, man, is that time consuming? I really need to get another one done, but I've been hammered for time trying to get a whole bunch of other projects done. I got 2 battle bots that are sitting in parts that I'm putting together. I'm waiting on more parts to finish that one I showed you guys in the Horseman chat. I need more parts to connect the extension pieces for his weapon. Then I got 2 dioramas. 2 dioramas I'm working on right now. Then, of course, there was, what was the other project? I got one other project that I'm working on. I forget what it is offhand that shows you how freaking scatterbrained I am at the moment.
It happens.
I mean, it's the way it always works, right? You know, I don't know about anybody else. When I get an idea, I kind of run with it, even if I'm already overtaxed with too many freaking projects as it is.
Hi.
Have you ever met the Fulfillment Kings? 7? Not to 7 fulfilled? Yeah. No, we've got no clue what you're talking about. No.
Not a clue, pal.
Yeah, Time Profit, stop motion. Yeah, it took them 2 months to make a 50-second animation, and that was 3 days.
Damn.
Yeah, just following the programming. I mean, that's what they always keep saying too. They want to get paid. So that Cranstein, do they sound like I imagine they're all nasally sounding?
Oh, they sound so. We could pull it up, but a bit nasally, but very soft, very beta. Like somewhere between a Valley Girl and Adam Carolla.
That's what.
they sound. I mean, they're man. When I didn't listen to the whole episode. It's just like, let me check them out real quick. You know, maybe because there's no real tone of voice or context in text. You know, so I knew I didn't like them. But I'm like, let me actually hear them, see what they have to say. And I don't even want to get into the whole thing, but they were talking about the classified documents and how they found someone Trump and how they found someone Biden. And they were coping so hard, like how it's not okay for one person, but it's perfectly okay for the other person. And man, they were hard to listen to.
It's hard to just even look at those accounts and see that shit. Like every time I see it, it just makes my blood boil.
And just hearing their voice makes it even worse, dude.
That's why I said every time I see one of their posts, I imagine that they sound like kind of like that Revenge of the Nerds nasally like Gilbert sound or something. Like I don't know.
Quanti.
I always hear what's his face from Family Guy. Oh jeez, what's his name? Mort,
yeah.
You know, the Jew. What?
I imagine one of those lefty weirdos have to sound like Urkel.
Oy vey.
Freaking horrible. It's absolutely horrible. But as far as like I said, I got the fun stuff I'm doing. At least I got these really cool dioramas, and after I get done with the 2 diorama pieces I'm working on now, I did say I'm going to make something for somebody else in our group for some of his many figures that he's got standing up, and probably already figured out who it is if you stop by his channel. But I told him I was going to make him a small piece for some of his Joes that he has.
Oh, snap.
Now, of course, now if he wants to get something like full size, he's going to have to send me some money for materials and stuff like that. I mean, I've got extra stuff to make a small one where it's not going to run me anything. But if I got to go pick up a whole bunch more foam board and everything, well, I mean, he's going to have to chip in for that, which I'm sure he wouldn't have a problem with.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's. I'm assuming he's talking about me, but
no, did you know it's all about ETEP? He's not here. It's not
up,
you,
man.
Vinny. What are you talking about? No.
Yeah, or if it's ETEP, yeah. I mean, I don't.
I told Vinny.
Spoon. I love y'all.
I told Vinny before if he wanted a water diorama for that boat that he got, it wouldn't be that hard to make.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, again, don't worry about any of that stuff. Yeah, I know ETEP, man. He's got a ton of that stuff. I don't.
He's got the space, that son of a bitch.
Oh, I know. That's it. You gotta grab him by the ankles, shake him. Grab him, shake him upside down. Get that.
We're gonna shake some shekels out of him.
Yeah. There's someone I was talking to who I asked to keep an eye out for something, and I think he might. So, we'll talk about that off air though. But I was at the stores today again. Yeah, it's crazy seeing just the shit that's going on right now. I think there's a lot of stores that are just going to be hemorrhaging everywhere from like what happened with the Best Buy stuff. That again, there's no more physical media in those stores, and they're trying to push out all the video games too. That's the next stuff out. This is getting nuts.
So lame.
Well, I don't know if you guys had seen this article. I'd seen it about a week ago or so. So apparently, Walmart's hurting too from all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to try to entice more people to come in and buy, what they said that they're going to do is they're going to start lowering prices back to pre-pandemic levels.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with all that because I do know, talking to my friend over at Target, the amount of theft going on is next level, and it's including employees that are working there as well.
Well, I mean, most of these stores always had something like that, especially when you get into like the stuff that, we're always picking up the collectible items, the stuff that can wind up turning around $24, selling online for over $80. You always had people taking certain items, stash them in the back, and then walking off with them. I mean, that's not unusual. But I know places like Walmart, they got cameras literally everywhere. It's I started to walk out of the store and the guy was standing there ready to look at my receipt, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck you want to look at my receipt for. There's fucking cameras everywhere. If I fucking stole it, you could fucking look through the camera and send the cops after me. What the fuck? I fucking need to see my receipt. Get the fuck out of here.
Speaking of them dropping prices back down to pre-pandemic levels, that's the thing. Like, I try not to go to Walmart at all. Like, sometimes you just need to get something, they have it, fine. But at least the excuse back in the day was they are so cheap. I can get a lot more for $100 there than I'm going to get at my local Safeway or Kroger or something. But that's not the case. Like, I don't know what it's going to look like when they drop their prices. But if you've been in a Walmart lately, they are expensive. There's a lot of things I can go to Kroger and get that are cheaper than at Walmart now. So it's like, what's the excuse to even go here between just, they have websites dedicated to the type of people that go to Walmart, but then you're getting hassled to show your receipt trying to leave the door and just.
I hate that shit. I walk right past them, Tony. Walk. Go ahead, try to stop me. I guarantee I'm going to drag you out these doors.
Yeah, the only time they're supposed to ask for your receipt is if the doohickey's beeping at your ass. That's pretty much about it.
Yeah, because they can't even do anything anyway.
No.
It's like against policy.
They cannot ask you to. They cannot lay hands on you at all. They are not an officer of the law, and Walmart doesn't want to get sued.
Yep.
With all the theft that's been going on anyway, that we've all seen after the summer of, burn it down, but it wasn't us because we did nothing.
Yeah. We didn't do nothing.
Yep. to the shit that's going on now, I mean, like, nobody cares. This is what they wanted. The chaos that there you go. You wanted it. You let the genie out of the bottle. You gave the Joker his wish. Well, we're going to have fun.
See, they used to complain that only a certain type of people's hair care products were locked up and that it was racist. And if you go to the Walmart by my house now, the boxers, the socks, like I'd say a good, 60 to 70% of any reason why you'd go into a Walmart in the first place, they're all locked now. Everything's locked up in either these plastic, little safes, you need a key to open it to get the product out, or they're just locked on the shelf and you can't take them at all. So just trying to navigate through there. You got to keep having employees come and unlock things for you. Again, to get socks. They're locked up at this point.
I know in the Walmarts I go to, they got very few things actually locked. Now they do have a lot of the feminine products locked up, like all the small pocketable items, like their makeup, mascara, crap like that. A lot of that's actually locked up. Spray paint was actually locked up because I had to go into Walmart to get a spray can that Lowe's didn't have. Home Depot, which sucks balls, never apparently puts back in stock. And it was a specific one that I needed, and Walmart had it. And luckily, though, I was able to talk, say, hey, I need somebody over here. And the manager called somebody right over to get the damn thing out. But I will say that most of the stuff in the Walmart I'm at on this side, and I don't know if there's more retirees on the West Coast or something, most of the stuff isn't locked up. So
it has to do
with
with
socks,
shrinkage.
Tony. Socks. Fucking socks are locked up.
Yeah. Like, I can go to nicer sides of town and not so many things are locked up, but the Walmart by my house, yeah, you got to have someone unlock the case so you can get socks.
That sucks.
So, yeah, obviously I make the drive to a better location, or if I'm at work, I'll stop on the other side of town because it's like I don't have 10 minutes to wait for the employee, the miserable employee, because you've never seen a happy employee at Walmart besides maybe the senior citizens greeting you at the door.
You know what I do every once in a while just to mess their whole day up. They look all miserable. I hope that you have an amazing day. Just something stupid like that, and just watch them like they don't know how to act. Like what just happened? What just happened? They look like a dog that just had their bones stolen from it. It's a freaking amazing. Time Prop says orange spray paint is locked up to stop the just oil nutters. And what's going on? Scrambles, man. What's up? And that's just what I'm talking about. Live in a more rural area. Our Walmart is relatively lax. Yeah, that's what you got to do, Tony. You got to come out and visit me. I'll take you to my stores. You'll be like, it's going to be like freedom.
Yes,
I can pick anything out I want.
I'm seriously considering moving to Florida at some point, but like Scramble said, like I want to go rural, maybe outside of a small town or something. That's the dream at this point. I've been in the city my whole life.
It's so much quieter. It's so much quieter here than in even Fort Myers, which is it's not the biggest city or on the side of the West Coast, but it's one of the bigger ones close to us. It's a big difference between that and where I'm at. So,
well, let's see. You go from desert to Florida, but eventually he'll end up on the Appalachian Mountains just because it's Tony.
Can't smell either. Ugh. Socks bad. That's
I know. What are they, sockists and shit? They think the socks are just going to run away on their own?
They might.
Yeah, but Soul Assassin, Florida might be the wing state, but I'm living like 45 minutes from the asshole, which is California. So
I keep hoping for the big one that's just going to watch the whole thing slide off the continental shelf.
Fingers crossed.
Learn to swim.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the other areas being oceanfront, beachfront property instead. I'm just saying. It'd solve a lot of some of our problems.
What's that? What would solve some of our problems?
Yeah, a lot of some of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything was skipping.
Yeah, what is that? Because of squirrel hunting?
Oh, maybe because I got a program open right now. Yay, internet. It's always shit.
There you go. That's a good trade. I'm all for that trade. Trade California for Japan.
Yep.
Yeah. Take that.
Your gunshots, Meyer. It's car backfiring.
Chris Fisk could be happy.
You got a license for that backfire? Like, Jesus.
I had one earlier that was just driving around with nothing. Sounded like a fart can. Probably a Honda.
Curtis.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my bad, Tommy. No, just
go ahead. Go ahead.
I would love, like, I've thought about, like, Idaho. I heard Montana's getting pretty populated, but a lot of California, after they've destroyed their home, they're running to Montana. But I've thought about Idaho, Montana, maybe one of the Dakotas, even though Kristi Noem did recently piss me off. But yeah, I need to get out of the desert, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get out of the desert.
Get that dry skin. To get ashy.
I feel like I've been on fucking Tatooine for 40 years.
Shit.
He's turned it into Anakin. There's a bad turn coming from monitoring.
Right.
How many times have you been to Tashi Station?
And meanwhile, it was just Hoth here not that long ago,
Yeah.
Our Tashi Station has gender converters, so I try to avoid.
Please tell me they have Bender's favorite kind of phone booth that's not a phone booth.
Yeah. The kind he did.
Holy hell.
Holy shit, Souls hasn't gunshots in my neighborhood means past bedtime since all the drug dealers are out.
Did you guys see my latest short over on YouTube when they filmed the Best Buy? After I showed how everything has been taken out of the stores, I went to the outside of it, and you can see I filmed the bullet holes from when they had a shootout about a month ago.
Jesus.
Yep, AK-47.
They really like their physical media.
Yo, you ain't got no more fucking movies and fucking games?
Well, ain't nothing going to protect the wall now because you ain't got them little discs there to save your ass.
Yeah, I think they said 2 innocent people got hit, and the guy that they were gunning for apparently was walking out of the store.
I miss those days, like when you could go into a Best Buy and just look around because they actually had product in there, or you could go to like a Sam Goody music store and there would just be aisles and aisles of music, like you lose something. You don't appreciate listening to a song as much when you just enter a link on your computer and hit click compared to going down and buying the CD or cassette and fucking peeling the cellophane off and smelling just the new product when you open it and going through the little booklet. And it used to be an experience, and you don't have that anymore, and it's sad.
Before the cell phone era.
Before
they didn't even have because nowadays back in the day, you'd walk in and they had all the damn cell phones in the way. But before that shit, when you walked in, and like to the right were all the ginormous fucking TVs that were like 9,000, huge. You're just like, holy shit, I could never imagine what this big ass 75-inch television would look like. And they have it in one little display where it's on the whole fucking wall. There's nothing but the wall and the TV, and they had it set up when you walked in, you could see it. Or you'd go down the aisle and you'd see all the new top of the line new inventions that were like the when they first were starting to do the Bluetooth remotes where you could control 3 or 4 things with one remote, for your sound bar. Well, before sound bars, it would be your receiver, your radio receiver. And it would do your tape deck and your DVD and CD player and your TV and all that kind of stuff even, But like Best Buy always had that cool stuff. And remember the ones, Tony, did you have anybody else that had like the ones that had the popcorn for free when you went in?
I've been, I don't remember what store, but yeah, like you walk in and it just smells like the electronics store, but then you've got that popcorn going off too,
Yeah.
and it just, man.
Like good times, brother.
No, I mean they used to have that in what the hell was that? Blockbuster Video.
Yep.
Actually,
Blockbuster
Hollywood had it too, if I remember correctly. They had the popcorn machine in there too.
Hollywood Video doesn't get enough play. Like everyone, like at least here on the West Coast, Blockbuster didn't really come out here till, close to the end of the era. I think a mobster started Blockbuster, so it probably started on the East Coast. But Hollywood Video, and then just the off-brand video stores like Video Park or Video Time
Mom
or
and
whatever,
Pop.
you'd fucking
The
go
mom
in
and
and
pop
they'd have
places.
the play sets.
The mom and pop places.
Yeah, like they'd have
Mom
the
and pop
play sets
places.
with
I
the
always preferred them
slides and-
to. I always preferred the mom and pop places to Blockbuster. Something
Yeah.
about Blockbuster when I walked into it, it just looks so like sterile and hospital-like.
So,
And,
so
like-
much like a Nazi camp, you know?
Yeah, and then you walk into a mom and pop place. They got the shitty wood panel walls that look awesome with the poster, the raggedy ripped posters on them. That had so much more character than a Blockbuster.
We didn't have a Blockbuster for the longest time. We had like the mom and pop places, and then the family videos and stuff like that. So it was like 90s or later part of the 90s before we got a Blockbuster.
That was fucking fire. Like, there's so much this generation is missing. I feel bad for them. Like, but being with your parents, Friday night, Saturday night, your buddies staying the night, and you guys are going to the video rental store to get a couple movies and a video game. Like, that was the best feeling.
Yeah,
I remember Curtis is right there with you. He never liked Blockbuster. We had Hollywood. And real quick, I want to say hello to Frankie. Frankie Knows is in the house.
What's up?
Scrambles is saying that he's a gender conservative. He only believes in two. That is awesome. That is a good way to think. And I want to touch on this real quick because I do have a drive-by comment already.
What car is that coming up? Creep.
Drive-by.
So from Frankie Knows, Best Buy, spend $500 or more and get a free flak jacket while supplies last. Good one, Frankie.
I remember the rental stores when they didn't have video games, Tony. It was just movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the mom and pop places around me because they didn't open a Blockbuster until like '93 around here.
Yeah.
So for a long time, we just had mom and pop.
Yeah.
But I remember when it was like the first time they put Nintendo games, NES games for rentals. Every Friday after school, I had a few dollars in my pocket, and I would go right to the video store. I have a whole weekend, rent like 2 games, play those shits the whole weekend.
The guys I used to hang out, we had like every Thursday night we'd freaking order a pie from our favorite freaking pizza place. I'd usually get a cheesesteak too, and there always had to be mozzarella sticks because I was like a fiend for mozzarella sticks. And we would go into the damn mom and pop right on the corner. It was called Director's Chair, and we would go and we would look for B-rated movies mostly. And we would see some of the craziest shit from those B-rated movies. Like
that was another advantage that the mom and pop places had. Those crazy friggin' B movies.
Well, that was the first time we'd ever seen Sleepaway Camp. It was in freaking the video store, the mom and pop video store, freaking the horror section.
You remember this movie called Bad Taste? I think it was Peter Jackson's first movie.
Oh, wow.
It had an alien on the cover giving the middle finger. No one. It doesn't
kind
have
of
a
rings a
alien.
bell. It kind of rings a bell.
Nope.
Yeah, they had shit like that all the time. Chopping Mall.
Yeah. Yeah, the knockoff film. Yeah, all the B-rated movies and the porn movies. Yeah. Scramble said he thought the XXX section was really scary movies. It was all curtained off usually.
The beaded area. The beaded door.
You never want to go in that section. There was always some weirdo standing in there.
I remember one time. So I'm waiting online to get a video game for the weekend, and there's a dude, like I was maybe like 5th or 6th grade, and there's like a guy ahead of like a guy, full grown guy, right? So, and it's not like I wanted to pay attention, but it just caught my eye. So they're going through everything he's renting. He was renting a bunch of shit. It would be porno, video game, porno, video game. This guy rented like fucking 5 pornos and 5 video games.
Jeez.
So it's a precursor to millennials.
Pretty much.
Curtis, extra scary. The carpet was always sticky in the adult section. Oh, yeah, they didn't spill drinks. You could always tell because they always had a whole bunch of freaking Kleenex stuffed in their pockets. Time Profit, I think it was like 10 years ago now at this point. It was like 10 years ago when we got our first guinea pig. It's because the wife was working at a PetSmart, and they had a guinea pig in there they were going to put down because he had one eye and he required like constant treatments and nobody was going to adopt him. So they were going to put him down, and the wife decided to bring him home. So we decided to care for him. And then that was kind of like the family pet. And it was more like my daughter's guinea pig at first. So then she got me my own guinea pig right after that, which was Jackson, who was one of my first avatars. And that's that one right there. I still keep him laying around. He's still, matter of fact, he's still laying around in the backyard, hanging out, stinking the place up. God damn, that guinea pig fart. People told me guinea pigs don't fart. They are liars. That son of a bitch would do it proudly. Soul Assassin, y'all think every time Tommy walks into the pet section of his store, all the small size critters start yelling, "The Savior has returned." Yeah. Strange one, save us.
No, Soul Assassin. That wasn't my friend renting a porno and a video game. It was some dude. It wasn't my friend. He was like this fucking giant dude too. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna say anything about this guy having a porno and video game addiction.
God bless.
I think you do you for the weekend, buddy. Have fun.
Right. Yeah, exit stage left and the opposite. Run away from that motherfucker. Tommy, I think when they're like, look, pick me this time, pick me. Is it my turn, the almighty claw, Tommy?
Dude, every time I go in there, I want to come home with more pigs, but I would probably kill the wife at some point. I mean, I suppose if I want like the insurance money, that'd be the way to do it.
Frankie knows that was the shit when you would find one of these mom and pop places at arcade games. Oh man.
Yeah, somebody had mentioned Nintendo games and everything, and I remember most of the places we had, they had the
arcade.
They had the legit games you would went. It wasn't like Blockbuster where they would make like a knockoff copy of a lot of the stuff for the game, like all the instructions and everything would be all like printed on regular paper. I mean, you would get the legit game, but like everything else that came with it, was they printed it so they wouldn't lose the originals.
Yeah, I remember because every once in a while you would actually get a game that had a manual in it. And then, like, since everyone got greedy and started stealing all the manuals, this one video store I was going to, they ended up like printing all the instructions for the manual on the back of the case, on the back of the rental case. That was a good idea, I thought.
Oh yeah, I remember that. They start doing that.
No, Time Profit. The pirate guinea pig didn't exist until Shadow of the Kraken.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
so that first pig with one eye, he was governor. The wife named him from Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. Right. Yep, the governor. Yep. Hell yeah.
Nice.
He was a scrapper, and he hung around for as long as he could. He got 2 more years than he was going to get at that pet store. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
No, I have a few that I've adopted, Scrambles. Not all of them were pet stores. Like when I can find people that I can adopt from, I'd rather do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, photocopied manuals. Another one that they print them right on the clamshell too.
Right in the clam.
Right.
Yeah, right on the clam. And then you would be slamming the clams together. Really? Still open? Wow.
What is?
There's a mom and pop game store not far from me that I recently discovered. One inside, and they had sections for each game console and the box for most of the games. It was amazing.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we have one that's not too far from us, probably like 25 minutes away tops. Is one of the bigger mall areas on the edges of Fort Myers near where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And they have one that's all retro games.
Nice.
Oh,
Nothing
nice.
but. They even have the outside windows painted up with like 8-bit characters like Super Mario and a few other ones. It's really cool looking.
That is cool.
Thanks, Curtis. Always appreciate that. Used to rent ZX Spectrum 48K games and copy the cassettes on 2 cassette players.
I had these 2 idiot friends, right? So it was around the time the Blockbuster first opened in my neighborhood. So these 2 fucking morons had the bright idea. Like, they had some games, they had some Super Nintendo games that they didn't want anymore. They didn't want to play them anymore, whatever. So they had the bright idea to start opening the games and then renting games and then opening the games they rented and switching the fucking insides. And they were doing this for a while and they got caught.
They were switching them. Oh, so they could try to steal them.
Yeah, they were switching. They were stealing.
The chips.
They were stealing.
Good people.
Yeah, they would change out the chips and stuff in the game.
Yep.
Just real quick, I wanted to say on that note, like as far as stealing stuff, that's why red boxes don't work. And again, I'm sure it really depends on the area you're in, but they're based off of barcodes. Like when you check something out, it scans the barcode, and when you put it back in, it scans the barcode, which out here quickly turned into people Xeroxing the disc with the barcode on it, cutting out the paper, putting it in the movie or game case, and returning it.
Yeah, I had a friend that was doing that too. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. You'd go to like rent a movie, like, oh, I'll tell you. It was like in that very short period in between like video stores and just streaming or Netflix, when the red box actually had some purpose. You'd go to rent something, you just get a paper copy. Like, thank you. That sucks.
But what got them caught was one of them broke the fucking case of the game. One of them broke the cartridge and fucking taped it up. It's like, oh yeah, you're real smooth. And of course, they were teenagers, so they didn't have to pay for it. The fucking parents paid for it.
Yeah, and they charged outrageous prices back then. It was like I remember there was this one movie they tried to hit me for, and I said, dude, I returned it. I got the actual receipt for when I returned it, and because they wanted to hit me for like $150 for this movie.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, I can go to the freaking store right now and pay a lot less than that. What the hell am I going to pay? Oh, well, we buy it. I'm like, yeah, whatever, bullshit. Frankie says a friend of his got hit on his bike by a car while he was returning an adult video. Flew up on the windshield, fell, crawled to a trash can, dumped the VHS there. Oh, Jesus. We are getting ready to round it out. I want to give space for ETEP because I know he's going to be doing the retro wrestling tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
WrestleMania edition. I think 18.
18? Okay. Yeah, I like to give him a little bit of space. He's been kind enough to make sure he gives me space to be able to run my shows, and I try to do the best I can to return that kindness. So, yeah, late fees. They were, and they're crime against humanity. And some of the outrageous prices they tried to charge you for those late fees was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Tommy, just returned a film called Backdoor Sluts 9.
And make sure you don't rewind it.
Yeah, right? Oh, Jesus. Those freaking people, man. They used to drive me nuts with those freaking fees. But
back to the old clerk days, man.
I'm going to hand it off to each one of you guys. You can let everybody know what you got going on. If somebody would be so kind to be able to post ETEP's link in the chat. Retro wrestling tonight, people. Be sure to stop by and check it out. Is ETEP going to be running on Twitter too?
I don't know. To be honest with you.
No, well, for now, guys, just make sure to look for it on YouTube. Keep your eyes out. Maybe he's going to run it on Twitter too. Be sure to stop in and say hi and hang out and watch some good old-fashioned wrestling before it turned to nonsense. But right now, I am going to kick it on over to one of our panelists. They'll let you know what they got going on, and then they're going to tell you exactly why they're so happy to be here with this pig.
I am gravely disappointed. Again, you have made me unleash my dogs of war.
So I will be with ETEP later on. And the reason I like being here with this guinea pig is he's the greatest guinea pig around because he's the most hated guinea pig on YouTube. Thanks, Tommy. This is always fun, brother.
Appreciate it, Adam. Thanks for hanging out with us. And now we're going to kick it on over.
Such heroic nonsense.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Like, guys, it was a blast talking just old school stuff with you guys and talking about road rage and all the things that make life worth living. And that goes for everyone on the panel as well as everyone in the chat. Follow me at TToneDeaf on Twitter. And yeah, you'll see, I haven't been around much lately, but I'm going to try to make it around on everybody's channels a little more. Yeah, and hopefully I will be streaming again one day when the roaring economy comes back. So that's about all. Just, great time talking with you guys, and fucking love all your faces.
Yeah, man, thanks for hanging out, Tony. We don't get to see enough of you, man. We need to see more of you.
Amen to that.
As long as you have clothes on. Let's just put that up front.
No problem.
Whoa. Who's responsible for this? If something goes wrong, you find a scapegoat. Rick. It's what you do.
What'd you say?
Kelly.
Hey, thanks for letting me chill, bro.
Anytime. I know I caught everybody. I didn't realize everybody was going to start talking the minute I hit the clip.
I didn't even know what was going on for a minute. I was like,
I never know what's going on here.
There is no plan. This is not ETEPs. I run by the freaking seat of my pants.
The only plan is there is no plan.
What'd you say?
But yeah, man, I'll be chilling with you guys watching good wrestling. Good wrestling. Not the garbage from today.
Yeah.
I know I sound like Jim Cornette right now. Kill the business. Whatever.
You're absolutely killing me, pal.
You shit stain?
He may be a tool bag, but he's right about certain things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wrestling today is gay.
Yep.
Hey,
why are you gay? Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
But no, we got the bloodline thing. Cinema, everybody. This is a movie. This is a
Go watch
movie.
a fucking movie if you want.
Cinema. Whatever.
You can always have your hashtag naked Cena.
Tasteless.
Sorry, I'm ranting. I'll save that for later.
Hey, as always, man, thanks for hanging out, man.
Yeah,
I
brother.
appreciate all you guys coming on. And last but not least, let's kick it over so he can tell you what he's got going on.
Don't fuck this up, Mitchell!
I'll try not to fuck it up, Mitchell. I don't know who Mitchell is, but yeah, guys.
You never watched 3 O'Clock High?
You gotta watch that movie, bro.
Maybe when I was a kid, I barely remember it.
Oh my God, this fucking guy! I can't believe this. You son of a bitch! Of a bitch! Sorry.
Listen, we got a president who's going to plug my work. So
Vinny is one of the most talented artists I ever met, a trusted creator who delivers the highest quality on time. Gay frogs are filled with fake drama, and others are looking for their daddy, Those are scam artists giving you subpar product, and all of Vinny's books ship right away. You don't have to wait years after you pay. Enjoy the highest quality comics and art books today. A huge talent. Biden sucked these nuts. God bless America.
Thank you, Mr. President. That was fantastic. You know, Time Profit, dude. What the hell, man? Fake news. Please, they called me the fulfillment. You guys called me the fulfillment king. I get the highest quality books around. You know, Gay Frogs. They are super late. Gay Frogs. They'll take your money and make you wait 6 fucking years for a project. And then all they do is create drama. Nah, them's is the fake news. But yeah, like I said, project number 7's out there, folks. So you back it, I put it in the mail right away. That's how that works. So yeah, God bless America, hugely. Yeah, you guys and girls are fantastic. Yeah, follow us over on ETEPS, and then Friday, Thursday, we're gonna be talking toys on Tommy's channel and my channel, and I think X, Twitter, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I rather I think stream on that side too, because the numbers have been great over there. And
you're gonna have to talk me through that to figure out how I can set that up too.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. It'll be a good time. And like I said, Friday we're going to talk about some stuff. Sunday we're doing something different. Sunday, ETEP and I are going to be playing Resident Evil 5 for the first time. Stay tuned on Sunday. I've played it years ago, but ETEP has never played it, and I can't wait to see his reaction to this game.
You're gonna need the Die Hard clip for that. A little late to the party, pal.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time though.
Oh, it's gonna be epic.
That's for sure. So hell yeah, man. Yeah, thank you everybody.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope that you had fun. Just listen to us rant and rumble, and remember some good old stuff when stuff was still good before the dark times, before the SJWs on Twitter. But thanks for being here, and be sure to stop in to ETEPS and have a good time as we watch some old school wrestling, and we will kick you down the road and see you next time. Later, guys.
Forget the picture you suspect. Assimilated, but you don't know yet. Attacking us is not very wise. Always growing every seat of your lives.
What we are looking at, good and evil, right and wrong. It's a pig world order. A pig world order. A pig world order. A pig world order. Somebody's gonna wind up getting their toes nibbled off in here. A pig world order. A big 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 world order. Better hide your toes, we're coming for 'em. A big world order. A big world order. A big world order.